Good morning, Stanton Vlog. It is Saturday. I am up and moving. I decided to wake up a little bit later this morning since it is the weekend, so I woke up at 6:30 as opposed to 5:30. Get a little bit extra hours sleep. Went through my morning routine, brushed my teeth, filed some paperwork, and now I'm enjoying a nice quiet morning with my cup of butter coffee. This stuff is delicious. You should try it out. Don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. In the morning, if I have time, I like to try and do some writing. So right now, I am trying to write a blog post on how to create a podcast, and I'm going off my experience of building Messiah's Upper Room podcast, my local church's podcast, and whatever hurdles or experiences that I gained from producing and distributing that. I find that my mind works a little bit more creatively in the morning, and it takes a little while for it to get on track, to focus on other things, on other productive things that may not have to do with writing. So I like writing about something not exactly related to my other tasks that I have to do during the day to kind of help jumpstart. The last few years, I've been trying to grow and raise a pineapple plant, and it was relatively low maintenance and whatnot, but from the first frost and freeze this past year, I didn't bring him in soon enough, and I think unfortunately it's been slowly killing him ever since. It looks like he hasn't been improving over the past few months, but I'm trying to see what I can do to save him, and I'll just document that for now because I don't know what else to do. So here's my pineapple plant. His name is Pythagoras. The reason for the beer bottle is because he's being currently propped up by it right now. He has too many, as you can see, I did some trimming on him and he's been too heavy to one side. So I've trimmed off the dead leaves that were killed in the frost. And now I'm going to be doing some surgery on his inner core to see what I can do to maybe salvage. Because he's still green, but he's slowly getting yellow and dying. And he smells like crap in there. So I'm gonna just try and see what I can do to dig out the stuff with a spoon and maybe save it somehow. And I'm gonna try drying it out later. Oh, poor Pythagoras, buddy. Oh, let's see what we can get. Oh man, you smell like crap. Oh, ew. Get that out of here. Ugh. So I'm just trying to get as much moisture out of the core there so it doesn't just keep going down into him. I may be too late, but I'm gonna try everything I can to help save poor Pythagoras here, because we've gone through a lot together. We've gone through a move. I've watered him since he was a little pineapple top that we ate a long time ago, and just put him in the ground and he started to grow, and it's a shame to see him go through this process. I'm gonna see what I can do, but I believe he's a fighter. We can do this, Pythagoras. We got you, buddy. So I'm gonna try some more drastic measures with Pythagoras a little bit later, but for right now I just put him outside because it's supposed to be sunny and in the 60s to the 70s for the next few days, and I think some fresh air outside will really help, because the last couple of weeks I've kept him inside just to keep him out from the frigid cold, so we don't have any more damage done to his leaves. And I hope he pulls through. Here at the auto shop, going to get my oil changed, and that's one reason why I'm thankful for having Saturdays off, actually just weekends off, so I can just use that as some personal time to get some of my errands done and just work on some personal projects before I have to go back to work and make some money to pay my bills. So went to finish my oil change, and I had a coupon to help save a little bit of money on that. But where I got bit was with my air filter. It was dirty, and so I just decided, whatever, I'm still here. Let's go ahead and get it changed out. And that just reminds me that for the future, I need to go ahead and buy about like 2 or 3 extra air filters for my car and for my wife's car, just so we can have it on hand next time somebody tells me, hey, you need to get your air filter changed. Like, cool, I'll do it myself, because that's an easy fix on my end. And I looked it up at AutoZone. I could get the air filter for about $13, and I was charged $30 for the air filter to get replaced. That's just ridiculous. I'm taking a hit this time, but lesson for the future. Heading over to the office supplies section at Walmart to grab some boxes for shipping some of the items that I will hopefully be selling on eBay or Facebook Marketplace later today and later this week. So they really only have these square boxes. I may have to go elsewhere. There are a couple of items where this would be like the perfect box, but of course the top's cut off of it. And this just has way too much space for me to ship what I'm looking to ship. I have a lot of smaller stuff. These guys may actually be good to ship DVDs in, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a few of those. And I'm also just going to get some packing tape while I'm here, and then I'm probably going to hit up Staples on the way back just to see what they may have. The reason why I'm getting these packages is to see if I can ship DVDs in them. So I stopped by the DVD rack here since I'm already at Walmart, and yes, it looks like it can fit a DVD perfectly in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get 10 of these. So finished at Walmart, and now I'm heading over to the Staples to see what shipping supplies they may have here. Okay, pack and ship, mail and ship, exactly what I'm looking for. Let's see what they got here. Might also need to pick up a folder as well. Okay. Ooh, smaller boxes, that's a good start. I really like that they have some of the boxes already pre-constructed so you can see what the actual size is of some of these. It's really hard to tell exactly how big this is when you have it completely folded out. I know the dimensions here are foot square, but still you don't have an idea of how much cubic meter space or whatever it takes until they're actually constructed. A successful endeavor at Staples. Was able to get an assortment of different size boxes that I think will fit nicely for the items that I'm trying to sell and get rid of at the apartment. And so now to just bring it back and put these things online and see what happens. Apartment, and before I start trying to sell anything online, I am going to refuel and try out making some shredded cabbage ramen. So I have my shredded cabbage here, and I have my broth that I made the other evening coming back up to a boil, and I added some onion powder into this as well, just to add some extra flavor to it. I already have some sliced up jalapenos over here to put on top when it's done, and here's the bowl that I'm going to put everything in. So I have it at a boil now, and I'm just going to take a handful of cabbage and put it right in there and start stirring it around. Make sure it gets nice and cooked down. I'm probably going to cook these guys for about maybe 3 minutes or so. I'm kind of just winging it. We'll find out what happens. I've cooked the cabbage, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the rest of the broth here before I pour it into the bowl and poach a couple of eggs to add some protein into this whole mixture here. I just cracked the eggs and lowered them slowly into here using a little bowl, and now I'm just letting them chill in the hot water for a few minutes And I am then gonna pour them over into the bowl to start building my bowl of ramen. And now for the tricky part. 1, 2, woot. And now my favorite part, we start building up this bowl. I have some green onions that I chopped up earlier, so I'm gonna add some in here. I really like onions, so I'm just gonna put a whole little pile right there on the side. I have more green onions in the fridge that I can chop up later if need be, so gonna stack that there. I also really like spicy ramen, so I'm gonna add a few things, slices of jalapenos in here, seeds and all. And I already have the eggs in there, but no bowl of ramen is complete, especially a bowl of spicy ramen, without cock sauce. I am a really big fan of sriracha. Sometimes I use sriracha as a spicy dressing on top of just leafy greens, but adding it onto and into ramen is just the perfect addition. This looks beautiful. I cannot wait to nom on it. The ramen was all right. It was okay. The broth itself was lacking. I don't think there wasn't really too much flavor to it, other than kind of chickeny flavor. I guess I need next time I need to add some more salt or herbs or something, because it just tasted like chicken water. So I need to prep to get these guys for sale online, so I'm doing that with some soapy water, and I got some of these toys and whatnot, some old toys, some new toys, newer toys, and these kind of antique retro Texaco trucks. I need to be really careful with these guys because, as you can see, there's some paint that's chipping off here. I don't want to rub too hard and potentially scrub off that lettering. I want to preserve that as much as I can, but there's a good layer of dust on here that's really hard to get off, so that's why I'm busting out some water and soap to try and get that off. I also have some Q-tips to help me get in the tough to reach spots, and we will just see how this goes. This is where I'm glad that I have two of those metal Texaco tanker trucks, because I can show you pretty much a before and after of cleaning them. So I've already done one, but I'm going to show you the before one first. So here's before. And then after, just some simple soap and water and some elbow grease, here's the after. This is dried off as well. So much shinier, so pretty, nice rustic look, but still has a good look to it. I like it. First round of cleaning up everything is looking pretty good. So now to move on to a few more items. Cleaned up a fire engine, and this is the fire engine here. A train engine, I should say. Here's the fire engine, clean that up too. And this is the one that's going to be taking a long time, I think, and a lot of Q-tips because of just all the fracking nooks and crannies and detail in here. Is this Texaco tanker that I'm probably just going to end up selling online for parts, because I do not have the complete thing, and some of these are broken, like this mast is broken. There it goes. Okay. And this is pretty much the best that I could do to clean it up. I mean, there's still a little bit of dust and whatnot in some crannies, but I mean, this is taking some time to clean up. Now here's everything after I cleaned it up. I still have a few other things that I might be able to clean up, but this was the majority of the stuff that I wanted to do today. And it's looking pretty good now to just put it online later and see what sells and what doesn't. Before I go and try and put some of those items online, I'm going to try and do some drastic measures to save Pythagoras' life. This is just festering down in there. It's too wet and whatnot, so I need some way to try and dry him out. Some drastic times call for drastic measures, and maybe just desperate measures. Let's try this out. Oh, whoop. There it is. Fight it, Pythagoras. Fight it. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on. You got this. I'm not going to let some stupid frost get you down in a bacterial infection. You're stronger than this. Put Pythagoras through enough, so we're taking a little break, getting some food at Pluckers with the beautiful wife. Yes. Hello, sweetheart. I love you. And then we're going to go catch a movie, see Glass. Gonna go check out Glass. Check it out. It's cool, I think. We'll find out. So we accidentally went to the wrong movie theater. So we're gonna go to the other movie theater where the tickets actually are valid.
Shut up, I'm a peasant. I repent.
My wife's embarrassed because she bought the tickets. Okay, it looks like we got here just in time. Wait, Amanda, are we at the right place?
Shut up. Yes, we are.
We are?
Yes.
Can you double check just to make sure?
Shut up, though.
Please?
No.
I don't want to drive to a third movie theater tonight. No? Okay. Give my wife a hard time. I love her. So, just finished with Glass. It was a fantastic film. Really liked the entire series. Trilogy, rather. And if you haven't seen it yet, you should. Whoa, time jump back at the apartment. I am going to try and schedule a couple more of these daily vlog videos on my YouTube channel before signing off fully for the night, but I'm going to sign off for this day now, and I'll just see you all tomorrow.